Kai and welcome to Hardware Heaven. Today we are going to be taking a look at the new 7790 Radeon HD card from AMD. We're first going to go into the box, what the card offers, what's inside the box, and then we'll go into some graphs and comparisons so that you guys know exactly what you're getting if you purchase one of these cards. Let's get straight into it. Here we've got a Sapphire 1GB overclocked graphics card that's cooled by Dual X Extreme Dual Fan Cooling. It works with iFinity as well as DirectX 11. So let's open this up and take a look at what we've got inside the box. As always, we've got the drivers for the card and installation CD, some information about Sapphire as a whole, a quick installation guide, as well as some warranty information and some warnings. We've got a HDMI cable, a port adapter, as well as a Crossfire connector bridge and a power cable extension. And then we've got the card itself. As you can see here, we've got a black PCB, which looks great if you've got a black case. Previously, most PCBs with Sapphire have been blue, so it's really cool to actually see a black one on this card. If we take a look at the outputs here, we've got a HDMI, a DVI port, as well as a display port. And for the input, we've got a standard 6-pin port, which is 85 watts. As you can see here, we've got the copper piping as well as the two Dual X fans that we spoke about earlier. Under the cooler, there is actually a new GPU based on the same graphics core next chip as the 7000 series so far, but this isn't a modified 7770, it's a completely new GPU configuration. The main difference is that the stream processor count has been raised to 896 from 640 that the 7770 had. AMD have also refined PowerTune, and it now has 8 possible clock states, and the card will automatically balance speed, power and temperatures. This basically means that you can overclock the card to as much as you like, but it won't always run at the overclocked state. Therefore, it won't be constantly using all of the power necessary to play the highest end games that have just been released. If you're just using a Word document or you're browsing the internet, you won't need all of that power. Therefore, PowerTune will reduce the amount of power that the graphics card is using, therefore saving you money and all in all increasing the life of your graphics card. The 128-bit memory bus and GDR5 have been retained, and our sample runs at 1600 MHz memory. In terms of specs, this card is fully DirectX 11.1 compatible, and the core speed Sapphire have used is 1075 MHz, a 75 MHz increase over the AMD reference. Now we are going to compare the performance with the competitively priced GTX 650 Ti overclocked version. Let's go into some graphs so we can show you the performance and how well this weighs against its biggest competitor. Let's start with 3D Mark 2013. You can see here that the 7790 got a score on Firestrike of 3783, whereas the GTX 650 Ti got 3160. However, if we look at an overclocked 7790, we can see that it got a score of 3973 on the Firestrike test. If we look at some load power temperature tests, we can see that the 7790 in idle hit 30 degrees at 183 watts, whereas the 650 Ti hit 35 degrees at 179 watts. In load, the 7790 hit 57 degrees at 298 watts, whereas the 650 Ti hit 64 degrees at 296 watts. Now let's take a look at some FPS performance in some new releases. The 7790 got a minimum of 34 FPS, a max of 69 and an average of 54 in Battlefield 3, whereas the 650 Ti got a minimum of 31, a max of 69 and an average of 51. In StarCraft 2, the 7790 got a minimum of 66, max of 106, an average of 87. The 650 Ti got a minimum of 78, a max of 108, and an average of 92. And the newest release of Tomb Raider, the 7790, got a minimum of 31, max of 60, an average of 45. The 650 Ti got minimum of 28, max of 59, and an average of 46. And lastly, for Crysis 3, the 7790 got a minimum of 32, max of 66, and an average of 48. The 650 Ti got a minimum of 33, max of 76, and an average of 49. Thanks for watching this unboxing and comparison of the AMD Radeon HD 7790. Make sure to check out our other videos and click that subscribe button down below. See you next time. Bye!